Hey guys, welcome to match 12 of the IPL, and it's a big one. Nine titles between the two of them. It's the clash of the Titans, Mumbai versus Chennai. Um, nine titles is all in the past, but present not looking good for Mumbai. And I don't think Chennai is also among the favorites. So, doesn't take anything away from the fixture. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I think,
So
like you said, MI things not looking too good for MI from the first game at least. The only bright spot being Tilak Verma's performance.
Yeah. Do
And,
you think they change anything? Like, let's go into the lineup. Do you think they change anything considering last game's performance?
I think it's too early. Maybe they'll give it another shot to see if
Yeah. It's
things
too
are
early. And
getting better.
second thing is, I don't think they have many options as such, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
exactly.
but what do you feel about a Kumar Kartikeya coming
yeah,
in
I
for
was going to say,
Shoki? Because
I think
he
Kumar
was,
Kartikeya probably plays.
Yeah.
He might still be the impact sub or something. I don't know. But I think, yeah, he definitely plays today.
And, even once Riley Meredith is available, they're going to keep him as an option too and see if they can play him. I
Instead
think
of
that's
Barron.
something too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Depending on how
yeah, this
Berendorf
game,
performs, right?
Yeah.
Depending on how he performs, yeah.
Yeah, that I think applies even to Tim David versus Devard.
Travis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
things
yeah.
can change, but I think for today, Karthik is probably the only change we see.
Right.
What about CSK? I
yeah,
think
yeah.
CSK had a good. Sorry. Yeah, I think CSK had a good game. Only change possibly is the Hunger Gaker and Deshpande. I don't see any other reason for.
I think Hungergaker, they continue giving him a run, but Deshpande has been very expensive in
But he was
both the
really good
games.
last game. Last game, his first over was really bad. He gave away like a lot of runs, but his last
Yeah.
2 overs was very tight. And considering
Mm-hmm.
how Cheher seems really bad, honestly. Cheher was horrible last game.
He's not looking in good touch. But I think he continues playing. Dhoni likes him. He would hope that he gets back to rhythm. That is what I think,
Yeah,
that
but
he's an
I mean,
integral
they
part of
don't have a
CSK.
death bowler. I think so.
Yeah,
I think they have to keep Deshpande. I think he bowls the death again.
yeah. I think CSK's one glaring
yeah.
weakness is their pace attack. They don't have a pace attack that can instill fear in the opposition batting lineup.
Do
I
you
think
think
they
they
have good
play
spinners.
NGD then? I think he's back, right? I think he. I mean, considering that's their weakness, they can play him.
Who would you take out?
Yeah. So
Santner? Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's the issue. Santner is
Santner,
probably.
I think Santner is someone they will hold on because I guess that's a spot which they'll reserve for Tikshana once he's back. And
Right.
Dhoni is not someone who would like to make a lot of changes in the playing 11 per
yeah,
se because that completely changes the dynamics, right? Like you remove a overseas spinner, then get an Indian and then start
right.
doing the pace. So I think Dikshana being very integral, especially at Chennai, Chepauk. So I think
Yeah,
Santner keeps getting the run. And Stokes, we'll have to see how Stokes is because role is not very well defined in the team. Though they have
yeah.
paid big bucks on him, but Stokes is like not sure whether he's contributing that much in the batting. We are seeing Moeen coming at three. Stokes has not taken the number three spot, which we expected him to.
Yeah, but
So
again, this
Stokes
has
is
changed,
someone
right?
with
Like,
Raidu sort of pick.
yeah, sorry to interrupt, but that
Raidu picking
batting
up some
lineup.
form.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead, Vishnu.
I was just talking about what you said, right? Moeen number three. Again, it's still very horses for courses type. Like last game, Dubé came at three. So this batting order is from the first game.
Correct.
But last game, Dubé came three. I think Stokes came four, Moeen came five, or maybe Moeen
Five.
came four, Stokes came five.
Moen came at four.
Yeah.
Moen came at four. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So again, that means Stokes can come five. He bowled only one over last game, didn't bowl first game. So yeah, Stokes still seems dicey.
Because if you see at their batting, right, even a Cheher can come and just like do like a Shardul kind of a inning. So they are batting way too deep. And if Stokes is not bowling, he's not batting, and Hungarekar and Deshpande continue to like not be very bright for Dhoni, because Dhoni said like one more no ball by Deshpande and he will quit
Yes.
captaincy, right? That was like strong state. So I think these guys are under the scanner. They get this game, and depending on how they actually come out, I think next game we might see a lot of changes coming in at CSK lineup.
Yeah.
This game it continues. Yeah.
What do you think about Dubey? I mean, what do you think is the role given to him? That's one more player that I'm not quite sure what they want from him. He's not really bowling. He's all over the batting lineup. He's coming one down, sometimes a little lower. Is it matchup based
I
that if
think they
they think
want
there's a
Dubé
good
to
matchup?
explode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I
if
think they want
if
Dubé to explode, but he's not able.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I think early wicket they don't send Dubé. If the openers last the power
Hmm,
play, they generally send Dubé. At least that's what I
hmm,
think.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
But yeah, I mean Moin comes three or four. I think that is sort of, and Raidu comes later down now. I don't think
Yeah,
they send Raidu one down. So I think
yeah,
one is between Moin and Dubé only. And I think more often than not, I think we'll see Moin take up number three.
yeah.
Anyway, let's maybe then. So basically, both teams have weaknesses. They might change, but I think summary is that for
Right,
today we won't see much change, right? At least amongst like the bigger names. So let's
right.
move to picks. Any names that come in your mind? I think mostly we'll have some CSK names come to our minds.
Ruturaj with the
Ruturaj,
form that he's in.
yeah.
Of course.
And same with Moeen, right? I think those are
Yeah,
like two
yeah,
very, very good picks. Moeen has shown कि bat ho, ball ho, he can contribute either way, either game, maybe even both.
right.
Yeah. Who else? Any
I think I
Mumbai?
will still continue to back Sky. I think Sky will continue. His form in the last year has been just too explosive. I think just
Yeah.
one game will be uh, too early to dismiss him. So I think we can still back
But
Sky for
how
Mumbai
seriously do
Indians,
you
and
take
especially
form?
coming back.
Like, it's not like, I mean, even before, like, I think his last five, six innings have been pretty bad, right? And he just looks a little off. Doesn't look like his confident self, first ball boundary type of scene. So, um,
I think I think, yeah, first time in his career, I think the match situation is playing in his head, because he was never a player who sort of, even if he's coming with Mumbai Indians reeling 10 for 3, used to just come and start hitting sixers.
yeah,
That confidence definitely looked a little low once they lost a couple of batsmen. Cameron Green and Ishan got dismissed cheaply. Sky looked a bit nervous.
yeah,
But I think
desperation.
Wankhede will allow him to come back. This is a big fixture. Mumbai CSK
Yeah.
has always been. He's shown to be a big game player, right? So I think Sky. Let us see. I think this match will again define of like how do we look at Sky going forward also.
Yeah,
And among the uncapped players, I mean, I think Tilak Verma fits
yeah,
into
it's
a
a
good
very good.
buy. Yeah,
But again, right, like one match, I mean, obviously he was just too good. But again, he does come three down at the end of the day. So, I mean,
with
always
Yeah,
the
wary of
with
people
the
who,
form that Mumbai is in, I think he definitely gets at least 8 overs to bat.
yeah,
I
possible.
think they'll make sure that he gets to bat because he's their man in form.
Yeah.
So I don't, yeah. So I
But
think he's a good
I,
buy.
what about Cam Green? I think he's a very, very good
yeah,
fantasy pick. And
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
differential. I was seeing the numbers. So,
yeah,
like while your Ruturajas have like 50% ownership, can you
yeah.
guess Green's ownership? It's like it's
10.
it's 2%.
Wow.
10%.
Someone of his
How much?
That's too
caliber
low.
who's
2%.
batting, yeah, he's batting
Wow.
one down, he's bowling 3 to 4 overs. He's
Yeah,
in great form. He's a very good player.
yeah,
I think he's a
yeah,
very,
yeah,
very good X factor.
yeah, yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
what is to be seen, right? Like if Mumbai Indians go for a Dewald Brewis instead of Tim David, I see Cameron Green doing the Tim David role, coming at six, and Dewald taking that one down spot. So that will be a very integral and important piece to see at the time of toss.
Yeah.
Like they continue to back him because Dewald Brewis has just taken the leagues by storm, right? And him sitting out might, and considering how Mumbai Indians batting faltered, we might see we might see Dewald Brewis coming in this game itself.
Yeah.
And at that position, Green you'll have to take with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure
Good point. Good point. Yeah.
Davis has to come in, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Tim David. I mean, it's like they splurged on him, so they'll trust him for a bit. But I think Brewers has
Yeah.
to. All right. Any other standout picks? Um, Jadeja,
Mm.
Conway. I think these two.
These are, yeah, like fairly reliable picks, I think. Generally good performers. Conway, Jadeja.
Yeah. I
But
think
it's hard to,
like Chennai has become that तुम सब आओ दो over खेलो मारो जाओ type of team, right? Because they have
Hmm,
Dhoni at 8 or 7 or whatever. Like,
right.
do you think that suits Conway, or do you think uska वो not like game like that anchoring slow sort of role? Like, I don't know how he
Yeah,
fits.
so even Rituraj has shown that, right? Like he is not going to sit back. So that gives Conway little freedom. If both of
Right.
them were actually sort of playing a bit slowly, so that way I
Yeah.
think Conway might still get some sort of allowance or scope. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely over the season, this might start affecting Conway's numbers. If if the middle order keeps exploding, like Dubé shows some form back of hitting, because that happened in their first game, right? Like they started so well and they ended pretty poorly. And
Yeah.
that is something which I think gives Conway some freedom to go and settle right now. But once their sort of superstar middle order starts picking up, we'll definitely see Conway's numbers getting affected. For
What
now, he
about
should be fine as an X factor.
yeah? What
I
about
think is a differential.
I think that's a very interesting. I mean, he's in the form of his life. He's been just exceptional. But how do
Yeah.
you think, like his role with, you know, coming to bat at 4 down, even bowling, right? Like they have so many options.
Yeah.
Teams tend to play him out, whatever, right? Like, do you think he's a worth like the 10 price tag? And do you think he's like a top three, top four pick in Chennai itself?
I think
Not
within the
right now for
Chen,
me.
yeah, definitely not for the game, not in the top three, four picks for the game for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Because he's not,
Because,
as you rightly said, he's not putting his full quota also.
yeah.
yeah.
And so what about the pitch today? We are back at the Wankhede. Um,
Hmm.
so what like will you go batting heavy today? Like will you instead of maybe going like your any bowler, would you like forward up on the Rituraj, Sky, Conway, guys like that? I think we haven't named
I
a
think it's
bowler.
a, I think I think it's going to be a fairly good pitch, but historically, I think the new ball bowlers have always had some amount of help at Wankhede.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't be, I think it's going to be uh, a good batting track, but it's not like there's no hope for the bowlers. At least I think with the new ball, there will be some opportunity to take wickets.
yeah.
And yeah, I think coming to the avoid part, which I just look, I think I would even add Rohit there. He's too risky with the form that he's been in IPL especially.
Yeah. But
And the
even
cost at
today,
which he comes, it's
yeah,
11. He costs 11,
yeah.
right? So
What about who else do you avoid? I
Yeah,
think
Rohit.
Dhoni is an avoid. Um,
yeah, comes too late. He
yeah,
makes sure he comes with 1 or 2 overs left. I
yeah,
think that's what he wants to do. Uh,
yeah.
Archer is an interesting discussion. Would you want to pick him as a differential pick, or if
Again,
he gets
it's
going, he really gets going.
like small sample size. Plus, he bowled to Faf and Kohli, who were on fire that day.
Right.
But
Even this time we have Ruturaj and Conway who are, like a good
yeah,
opening
I
pair.
mean, I didn't like what I saw. But
Yeah,
again, that was just one game. He's still
right.
a wicket taker. So I mean, again, I think it's sort of a wait and watch. You have
Yeah, yeah,
better
yeah,
picks, but yeah.
yeah.
Who else? I think. What about Ishan Kishan? Do
What
you
do you
think
think of
who?
No, I was going to ask you, the Mumbai Indians played bunch of youngsters uncapped picks, right? Like, who do you think like all of them showed some promise, I would say. Vadera came and hit couple of
Yeah,
sixers.
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
Arshad came and bowled a over, got a wicket, I think, and he also like sort of batted and hit couple of lusty blows. So, like, what do you think?
I think it's a good point. This game has a lot of uncapped players. I know we focused on Tilak Verma because, if you have the budget, then of course I think a lot of people would pick Tilak Verma. But, in a situation where you're short on budget and you only have 7.5 or 7 or less, then you have a lot of options here in Arshad Khan and Vadera and Shokeen or
Yeah.
whoever. Yeah.
I think
Hunger Gaker.
Badhera I wouldn't pick
Yeah.
because I mean, it's down to your luck, right? If Mumbai crumble and he
Yeah.
comes bad, I mean, obviously he can,
Right.
but more often than not, it's just a risk. He doesn't bowl. Arshad is
Right.
interesting, I think. Like, I think he does come uh, to finish, and he probably does get to bowl considering Mumbai's situation. I think he's good, but I think after Tilak, I would still go Deshpande. Um, I really
Would you
like.
go Deshpande over Hunger Gaker?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Hungerkekar, you know, holds in the depth. I think Dhoni still trusts Deshpande only.
Deshpande.
And last match he was really good. Like his first over was really bad, which is where all the no balls and all happened. But his
Yeah,
death overs, I think, apart from like the last two balls where Wood hit him for a 4 and a 6, his death overs didn't have any boundary, and he bowled I think 3 overs in the death maybe or two, whatever. Like he bowled really well. So I think Dhoni trusts him again. And again, death overs is especially if they bowl first, is where he has potential
yeah.
to get a lot of wickets. So I would back Deshpande after, obviously after Tilak.
Okay.
What about Raidu, Dubey? Are they all avoid, or do you think they like there's some
I
potential?
would avoid Raidu. I mean, he comes three down. He's usually coming at a time when he has to just come and start hitting from the word go. There's
Hmm.
always a risk that he gets out quickly. And they, of course, substitute him. They're likely to use the impact player on him. So there's no scope for taking any catches, nothing, no involvement with any dismissals.
Yeah.
So I would avoid Raidu. And Dubey also, he hasn't looked very good so far. So I would avoid him for now. Maybe wait and watch and see if he picks up
I
or
don't know if he gets to bowl, Dubey. I don't think they need him to bowl, so
yeah, yeah,
which makes him avoid. But
yeah, yeah,
if he bowled right, he would have been interesting, especially
yeah.
considering he did come one down last game.
Right.
What about Piyush Chawla? I liked what I saw, man, last game.
Yeah,
And these
yeah,
guys are showing that, age is just a number. Like um, Amit Mishra showed us yesterday.
yeah.
Like,
I don't know, maybe Piyush Chawla, what do you think, Shubham? Maybe an X Factor pick? Nobody
I think
will,
Subham's disconnected. But yeah,
got disconnected.
yeah. But
I
I think
think Piyush becomes an X Factor here.
I think
Because
it.
he takes wickets. He has always been a wicket taker. I
Yeah,
think he is right up there with some of the top wicket takers in IPL history, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
So has always had the tendency to pick wickets. And I'm not saying he'll bat, but even if he gets to bat, he's capable of hitting a couple of lusty blows.
yeah.
So
I mean, for
yeah,
maybe for like a dream 11, he's a good pick,
yeah, yeah,
like a good X factor.
yeah.
So is Santner. I mean, but again, yeah, I mean, his economy will be good, but
Right. Teams
maybe
typically tend to
Wankhede,
try to play him out or, yeah,
yeah, but at
try
the
to play
Wankhede,
risk,
maybe they don't. Maybe he's that
shorter
bowler.
boundaries.
Yeah, maybe he's that bowler who sort of gets back
Right.
but gets a couple of wickets.
Right.
Hmm, any other options?
Do you think Chahar gets back on track finally with Wankhede offering some help in the new overs, new ball
I
overs?
don't think so. I mean, the Mumbai
And
batsman
especially
might
with
offer him help.
Rohit being a little
Yeah, that's
not
what.
in good
Mumbai
form.
batsman might offer him some help.
Yeah.
But no, man, like he's not looking good. No
Yeah, yeah,
confidence. He's
yeah,
bowling
yeah,
slower
yeah.
than he does. He's
Right,
not hitting the right lengths, nothing.
right.
He's like a strong avoid for me.
Yeah, yeah.
I think in this game, like the lack of bowlers helps us out in a way. Like Wankhede,
Hmm.
you do trust like your opening batsman especially.
Yeah,
I think Ishan Kishan. Yeah, I wanted to come to Ishan. I think he's a very good X factor because at the end of the day, he is a good batsman. He's
yeah,
lost form, but he is a good batsman. He comes top of the order. He's
yeah.
done well at the Wankhede. It's sort of
Right,
suits him.
right.
He does keep it
And Chennai doesn't have an intimidating pace attack like you
exactly.
mentioned.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I think Ishan is a pretty good differential for this game.
yeah, yeah.
All right. I think we have discussed everyone. Maybe captain, vice captain, and we can close. I think obvious captain
Right.
is probably Moeen for me.
Yeah.
And then Rituraj. Um, these two are
Yep.
really
I think those are the people in form. Like if you want to go safe, you go with Mohin, Ruturaj.
yeah.
If
And
you
I
want
think
to take
differential
a risk,
can
differential
be
captain picks are like, I don't know, like Green or Sky. I'm sure a lot of people might take a risk on Sky as well. But yeah, these are players who can
and I mean
always
it's
execute.
so Sky pretty likely comes back to form and 2-3
Yeah,
games down the line everyone's captaining him. But
yeah,
just
yeah,
because
yeah.
of his recent form, he might actually be a
Right,
differential captain, like having
right.
two Skies. Like I think most people go Ruturaj over Sky, right? But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Sky, if you want to have a differential captain, like you can always trust.
Right,
And Green, man,
right.
excellent. Like one down,
Yeah,
Mumbai's bowling is terrible, so he will bowl 3 overs, 4 overs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, can take wickets very easily. So I think
I
Green
think Green becomes, yeah, like a very
good
good
option.
differential
And
pick,
as I said,
considering,
2% ownership, which is mind
yeah,
blowing. So like you
that's
can really play
ridiculous.
in time. Yeah.
Yes, yes, right.
Yeah. All right.
So I
I
think,
think
yeah,
that pretty much covers it. All the best for the game. Big game.
yes. So all the best, everyone.
All right. Thanks, guys.